So we live, Cal, no wheel drive. Just kind of an informal, just sitting back, chilling.
She seems comfortable, by the way.
Yes, they're very comfortable seats. So yeah, the title of this video, or the theme of it, I don't know what we're gonna title it yet. I don't even know what the first one's gonna be titled. I think we should go Supercar 23. I think that'll get the most clicks. What do y'all think? Well, this will be
Supercar
after
versus
that.
Dream Car. Which one do you think? Dream Car at 23 or Supercar at 23? Because Supercar at 23 opens up the way for people to say it's not a supercar.
But it is though. It's not an exotic car.
I mean, they're still gonna say it.
But the more people that say that, the more view. Because every time they say that, there's a view. So, and more controversy. So
there you go.
But anyway, so this is the why I chose the Z06 video. So, why did I choose this car? How long had I been looking? Yada 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 yada. So to take you briefly back through my car history, Calvin knows. I don't think Calvin. Did you really ever even see the Honda? He didn't really.
I've seen it, but that was it. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know you that well at the time.
So I had the old school '94, older than me. The '94 LX. Was it a DX or LX? I know it wasn't an EX. I specifically remember that it was a tan LX, I think. Honda Accord 1994. That my dad gave me because I think my sister had it or something. And so she left, and so I inherited it or whatever. So that's the first car I had. I had that all while I was in school, and I was washing windows and working at the bowling alley. I had that car, no tint on it. Got wrecked one time. Air kind of was hit and miss. I mean, the air worked, but it was a very basic car, no leather. Boom. But got me where I needed to go. I liked it. Moved on, graduated, got the Acura TL. Now that one fit me a lot too. What you think, Calvin? Now that was clean. I love that car. I want another one. So that might be the daily, especially if the channel takes off a little bit. I'm getting another Acura TL for a daily because I love that car. So, but that was the second one. It was blacked out. I put the wheels on it. The wheels killed the game. I think it was the KMC wheels I put on there. They were always breaking though. If I did it again, I would get better wheels.
Yeah, KMC's a cheap wheel, but I mean, at the time, it was worked with the budget.
It was working. So Acura kept that for about a year and a half-ish, and then
that 335.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this dog.
That 335, bro. If y'all ain't seen that video, go check out that video.
Oh my god,
it's a whole video about the 335. And
now that was a failure. In your life, you're gonna make some failures sometimes, and that was a failure. So did not get a pre-purchase inspection. Thought we could just, you know, ride around in it until. No. Bad choice. Super failure. We didn't get a PPI. I didn't get a PPI. And a lot of stuff turned out to be wrong with the car. So it turned out to be cheaper to just get rid of it. So I did put, like, I just put some money down to basically get rid of that car. But I also, not only was it a bad car, but I paid for a aftermarket warranty, which sucks. So it was like all types of bad. That set me like super far back. So I had to put money down just so I wasn't like super underwater, but I still was underwater. So I got into the Audi and had a bit higher payments on that to help get rid of the underwaterness on that. And then so that's why part of the reason when I hopped into the Audi. So I hopped into the Audi, and that's when I started to become a little bit more performance oriented, I would say. Because at first when I had the Acura, I wasn't really stunting it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a dope car to get around.
Cool car. But then I got more and more into the performance side. I got the Acura S5, tuned it, exhaust.
Audi S5.
What'd I say?
Acura S5.
Oh my bad. The Audi S5. Tuned it, exhaust, all that. It was cool when it lasted, but it definitely wasn't. It didn't hit me in the chest. I think that's an accurate description. It was cool for the average cat, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely, I know I was thankful for it, but the chest, it didn't hit me in the chest.
Like, literally, bro. Like, maybe it tapped your chest, but literally, if this is my chest, it was over here. Now that it's gone, that Audi was whack.
So you say Acura too better.
The Audi was whack, bro. The Acura was better than the Audi, bro.
The Acura was clean, dog. I still want another Acura. The Acura was clean.
It was slow, bro.
So we had the Audi stick shift. So for all of you who are gonna comment, because we're gonna make it. Well, I'll probably do that another day, but I'll make another video about why I got automatic. But the Z is automatic, but it was a stick Audi, and it was cool. But after about a year with it, I was starting to seriously consider getting something else. The finances were looking a little better. I was in a position to do so. So for the past about what 2 months would you say I was seriously looking
Mm-hmm.
at different stuff, 2 or 3 months. And so here's just some of the cars that I compared to the Z, and I'm gonna just kind of go through my thought process, and then Calvin can chime in about what because I asked him about all these cars like every night at work. Bruh, you think about this? You think about this? He'd be like, no, yes. So we'll just kind of go through some of the cars and go back and forth like that. All right. So I would say the Z was number 1 on the list. I would definitely say that
For a long time.
for the long time. Next on the list of like dream cars that I wanted that would make me totally happy, and I feel like okay, I've done something if I get this. I think M6.
Yep.
M6 would probably be next. And I'll let Kyle tell you what he thought about me in the M6, because this is all what he thought about me being in it, not for himself, because I'm sure he would have different process or whatever. But for me in the M6, it definitely fit. It fit in a lot of ways, but I definitely wanted naturally aspirated big V8, which the M6 doesn't have.
Or at least not turbocharged. Supercharger adds to the sound turbocharged.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, because this is not naturally aspirated. But yeah, the turbo, not a sound deadening turbo.
Right.
So that was very wrong. No, the Z is not naturally aspirated. My fault. I wanted a big V8, not turbo, which I don't think does any American car turbo? I can't think of one. I cannot think of one turbo.
I don't know, bro.
But no performance. I can't think of no performance car.
No.
Yeah. Big V8. I wanted good looks and top end speed. I would say is some of the stuff I was looking for. And the M6 has all that. So that's why I was such a close competitor. The M6 is actually more practical. So it was really a toss up between those two. So it was right on his neck as far as that. And basically the Z turned out to just be a better financial deal. It just made more sense financially, and I wanted it more. So I think that worked out. I think that worked out pretty good. Yeah. The M is a lot more money. The M depreciates more, because Z's don't really depreciate that bad. You know what I'm saying? Not as bad as the M6 or any 6 Series, the 7 Series. They tank. BMWs tank. So the interior was better. The transmission was better, but this car sounds better. And which car looks better? What you think? This looks more like me, I think. I
give them equal but different, but I do agree that this looks more like you. Yeah. Equal but different. That's more of a luxury. This is more pure sport.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it on the M6. Also, I got this car brand new. I couldn't have swung a brand new M6. I think that wouldn't have made sense. Not right now for me. That wouldn't have made sense
for nobody, bro. The way that they appreciate.
Yeah, that wouldn't have made sense. So it was gonna be a used M6. So X that off the list. And the rest of the stuff was kind of not really good. I wouldn't have been happy, I don't think.
C63.
So, C63, which was third. I mean, I would have been, I think C63 is hard now. I don't think I would have just been like, I hate this.
Actually, bruh, remember I told you, of the cars you picked, I like the C63 better than the M6 for you.
Why was that again?
Because, well, first of all, financially it made more sense.
Yeah.
And secondly, it just looked, like the M6 to me, like I said, I like it. It looks good. It just, I don't know, it's so big. It's huge.
Yeah.
I'm not really into big cars.
I'm a small person, so me hopping out of a huge car looks retarded.
Yeah.
Like I literally look like I have a mental disability when I hop out of a large car. So, yeah, the C63 is dope. It sounds good.
It's more raw than an M6 too, I think.
It sounds good. It's faster than an M6?
No.
Okay. Tuned is faster than an M6, but it's not faster than tuned M6. So
maybe. It's kind of hard to be M6, bro. The M6 be moving. Oh yeah, the interior's killing the game, bro.
And just the luxury, like it just, ooh, you feel like a boss in the C63. I don't know. That would have been dope. C63 would have been dope. I almost did that. So that definitely would have been a good one. But I still think the Z fits better. But C63 was third on the list, because that's definitely dope. I even looked at the last gen C63 just because they're such beasts, but they don't look that good. Especially now, like that design looks dated, whereas the Audi, I feel like my Audi and your M, they're aging well. Like they still look nice today.
Right.
Like the B8.5 to me looks better than the new joint.
Yeah, it does.
And that looks as good as almost as good as the M4.
Not quite as good.
So But
It's
the C63, there's no comparing
Yeah,
the new C63 and the old C63. It's like
I
beats
played
it
this
down.
before, bro. For C250 and the C63 last year, and pull up beside each other. I don't know the difference. And I'm a car guy, and I don't know the difference.
So, and their interiors weren't that great last year.
Nah,
They weren't.
were okay.
They were good, but they weren't blowing me away.
Nah, it wouldn't have been a good move.
So nah, that wouldn't have been a good move. And it was getting older. It was gonna have maintenance problems. So, because I never want to be in the 335 boat again. Let me just put that out there. That's not a good place to be, dog. I was like, dog.
But you had a
What in
different
the
issue
world?
every time I talked to you.
Bro, I was like, what is going on in the streets, dog? So we definitely don't want no car with a bunch of issues. So it had to be relatively new. So X that out. Okay. So fourth, we looked at the RS5.
Yeah.
And Cal really wanted me to get the RS5 because to him it made sense in a lot of reasons.
Right.
But I went and drove one. You know, we got the review of one, but we couldn't really push it. We had the salesman in there. By the way, now that we got the Z, I'm pulling up and demanding the car with no salesman. Like, y'all wanted or not. No, I'm back in the Z and literally going out of the dealership sideways.
Yep.
Like, my car will be sideways, pushing out like this from the top. But the salesman was in the car, so we couldn't push that RS5 like we really wanted to, right? So I went and test drove another one off camera about a month ago. Roughly a month ago. I think it was late August. And it was boring. It was the most boring thing I may have done in my life. Like, me sitting here and watching this light flicker in this parking deck was more exciting than driving the RS5. And I know one of the subscribers say he actually bought an RS5 because of our channel.
That, yep.
What's his name? His name is like something about defense. Don't play no defense or something like that?
It was,
it's got defense in it.
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Oh, man. Let me, what's that cat's name? I want to give him a shout out. Since he bought the car off looking at the channel, what's this cat's name? Keep calm and play defense.
That's it.
Keep calm and play defense. Shout out to you. He just got the RS5. But I drove it and it wasn't any better than the S5. I'm sorry. It wasn't any better. The sound was a little better, but
like on paper it made a lot of sense.
it looks good on paper, but when you actually drive it, it's like, this is whack. And even because I was revving it out to like 80 grand. I mean,
80?
8 grand, 8.5 grand. Revving it out, trying to string it out. And it was just, and the salesman, like, he was having the time of his life. He was like, oh my God, you gotta go and get this day boy, this power. I was like, slower than my car. He like, but you got the S5.
But it's tuned.
Simmer down, young man. It's
right.
slower than my car.
Right.
And I just couldn't see myself paying the extra money. Especially because this is the big thing too. Audis are super overpriced, by the way. So I was gonna have to spend what, 45 to get a decent one? I was like, nah. So RS5. The rest of the stuff was kind of some random BS. I looked at the M4. It wouldn't have fit out. He just wiped that off. Okay. I looked at the E92. It just doesn't fit me as much, I don't think. It would have been dope though. But we looked at a Camaro. Oh, we drove Mike's 1LE. It's dope. It's a dope car, but
that's probably part of the reason you started leaning more towards American.
Because I drove Mike's car. So shout out to Mike. Mike also had a lot to do with me getting this car. Mike has a lot of good tips. I'll leave it at that, especially financially. But you know what I'm saying. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike. But I drove Mike's 1LE. And
watch that review, by the way. Camaro
yes, do that.
Review.
Make that go more than it's going. Even though it's got 11,000, it's doing pretty good. But yeah, I drove the 1LE. It was dope. But when I drove it, I was like, if the 1LE is this good, I can't imagine how good the Z is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The 1LE is this good.
Yep. And I would have kept up with you.
In the 1LE? Oh, yeah. Hey, people still heated about you keeping up with Mike in that video, dog.
All I got to say is the video's there, bro. Simple as that.
Mike said you let off the gas.
Whatever, bro. Nobody lets off the gas when they're racing. I like you, Mike. But nobody like purposefully tries to let somebody keep up in a race.
That's what he said, dog.
Whatever.
Hey, shout out to Mike though. Mike the homie though. But the 1LE kind of put me in the mindset because you know if you try to go test drive a Z, they look at you crazy. I don't know which one is worse, a C63 or a Z, because both of them treat them like
bro, they
babies.
was tripping about them C63s.
Yeah, they was tripping about C63s, dog. They was not trying to let nobody test drive that. But even the Z couldn't really get a test drive.
But you know the C63, you know, I've driven 3 of them. It was when we went together that they wouldn't let us drive them.
Yeah. But the 1LE. What else was there? Those were pretty much the majority of the choices.
Yeah. Other than that, some little random crap.
Some random stuff. I briefly thought about a GTR. A couple people mentioned that in the video. Nah.
I looked at them last night.
Did you say my boo boo?
No.
Oh. What else was there? I even looked at an i8, believe it or not. I tried to see how low they had come, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it. But the i8s look so good, it would have like trumped everything else.
Yep.
It doesn't make much noise, but boy.
It doesn't make much noise. It's not
but
that
boy.
fast, but it looks good.
But
and your doors go up, right?
Yes, your doors go up. i8, M6, M4, Camaro. There's not much else.
Yeah.
Gotta keep up with the Z, GTR. Old Lambo. I kind of looked at the G. Remember when I looked at the old Gallardo? But it just didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't want an 04 Lamb. Just saying.
And it was slower than my car.
Yeah, I don't want an 04 Lamb. Just say I have a Lamb. Not knocking anybody who did. Oh, the GT350. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that was a good one.
Yeah,
yeah. So we looked at the GT350, went down, sat, talked price. That actually made sense. No, because they weren't giving no discount. Remember?
Right.
They weren't doing the upcharge.
They took the dealer markup off,
but they weren't doing a discount.
Right.
And so that's just why I wasn't. And it still looks like a Mustang. It looks like an aggressive one, but
it looks like a really good Mustang. But it's still a Mustang.
It looks good, but it's a stick. The biggest thing.
Yeah.
It has to be a stick, and I didn't really want a stick again. Sticks are.
It's cool if it's your second car, but if you're gonna drive it regularly,
nah.
I'm straight on that.
So that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else that was a serious contender. GT350. I didn't want a Hellcat. A lot of people are probably gonna ask me why I didn't get a Hellcat. I don't want a Hellcat.
Look at this cat. You look like a Hellcat type of dude.
I don't want a Hellcat. What else is there?
I think that's it, bro.
A new S5. Somebody said that in one of the videos. I think. Nah.
Super whack.
Oh, the LC500. I looked to see if there were any used one of those, but they're still super high. So, yeah.
And they're slightly disappointing from a speed perspective.
From a performance perspective, yes. I looked at the RCF, but then I looked at the stats, and I was like, nope.
You wouldn't have liked the RCF if you drove it. Because I drove an RCF before I got my 92. I got 92. Yeah. Like, you notice I didn't even mention that in the Why Did I Do video. Like, it wasn't even, I was like, bro, this is super whack.
Yeah. That's pretty much the majority of the choices, and narrowed it down. Went on ahead and bit the bullet, got the Z. I'm glad I did. I feel like I made a good choice.
That's dope.
Got warranty, so definitely keeping this thing 4 or 5 years to the channel.
Pretty nice looking key. I mean, tell them the stuff you liked about it though. Why you chose it? Like, you told them why you didn't choose the other stuff.
What I like about the Z, okay, you get obviously supercar performance. Technically, I mean, it is a supercar. To me, if something beats supercars, it's a supercar. It might not be exotic, but this is a supercar.
Well,
this is a supercar, bro.
But okay, I kind of agree with you on that, but you can't say anything that beats a supercar is a supercar, because if a Civic,
anything that stock beats a supercar.
There we go.
Yeah, and I was assuming that everybody knew that. If you build out a 84,
because somebody's gonna come on. Well, I got a Civic with a blah 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 in it. Your Civic's not a supercar.
Yes, anything that will keep up. Literally, if a hurricane pulls up on me right now, let's go, and we will be like this. I will be glued to his behind the whole time. Do I have to say no homo after that?
Probably should.
Okay, just in case. No homo.
Anything referencing you and another man's behind should probably be
okay. But it's a supercar. So you get supercar for less than 100,000, which first of all, that's just crazy, But America always does that. Corvette has been doing that the whole time. So that's not really what's new, but that's part of it. Obviously that's still the same. It's been the same. You get crazy performance, especially with the Z06 variant. You keep it up with anybody. You're not really getting walked.
Even the C6 Z06.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really getting walked. By anything. Can you think of something that can just walk this car stop?
Freaking P1, but
yeah, you're gonna have to come. You have to spend $1 million.
They come pretty strong. They just walk. You're not just walking away from the Z06.
Yeah, you're
not just running up on Mike Tyson and just swinging on him, like You gonna have to come with some
Right.
power.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come with a P1, a LaFerrari.
You gonna have to come with some heat,
918.
bro. Some heat, nigga.
Cause even a Turbo S and a GT3, you ain't just walking away.
The GT3 is gonna lose.
Yeah.
A Turbo S, I don't know.
gonna-
Turbo S is gonna hook.
Yeah, it's gonna hook.
So it's gonna hook. It's gonna probably beat you on the street.
Right.
But yeah, all out, perfect conditions. You're not just, like I said, you're not just fighting Mike Tyson, bro.
Nah.
You're not just gonna run up on Mike Tyson and swing, bro.
So I like that it was near the top, near the pinnacle of street performance, at least. And you know, for the price, obviously, you would have to spend to keep up 250, 200,000 stock to keep up, and to beat it, you have to spend closer to $1 million to beat it. Because even an Aventador doesn't beat it, does it? I don't know. But anyway, so that's one thing I like. But that's been there, like we said, that's been Corvettes forever. But this C7, man, what do you think? I mean, Chevy did a great job. I mean, leaps and bounds forward. Like, this is the play. Calvin is sitting here, and I'm sure if this was a C6, he would have threw up already. But he hasn't thrown up yet.
Yeah, y'all know from the videos, I'm very picky. I'm heavily European car biased. And this is, I'm actually kind of feeling it.
Especially the red. Come on, y'all. I know y'all see the red.
The red
dog.
guts. Y'all see these red
The
guts?
red stitching everywhere. We'll get some more shots of that later, but the interior and just the technology has stepped up. Like the OnStar, I can start the car up from anywhere, not even from a distance, because a lot of American cars have where you can start them up as you're walking up, but there's an app where literally I can be half a mile away, or I can be in New York, Australia, wherever, and I can just hit the button, and through GPS the car will just start up, or I can make the horn beep, or I can unlock the car from anywhere. Just all types of cool stuff. Even the screen that goes down. I'll get a shot of that later. I feel like moving the camera, but I'm sure y'all know Stingrays, C7s in general have the screen that you can push down. I just think that's dope. I think that's cool. The storage space, it actually has a lot of storage space. You're forced to look at your luggage, but other than that, it's great. What else do I like? The sound system is okay. I didn't get the one with the upgraded sound system. This one has a regular. Oh, we gotta make a video going over the features too, like what this one has in it. But right now we're talking about why I got this one.
So there's another level of Bose?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, the sound system, it's okay. Not a definitely reason I got it, but you wasn't worried about
It
that.
distorts easily, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna be upgrading that, but pretty much the reason I chose this car, price, and not only price, because more than price, you have to look at the financial gain of something and its worth. Okay, because something can cost $5, but it can either not be worth that or that be a great deal. Either you can pay $5 for a hamburger and, you know, okay, that's okay. Or you can pay $5 for one piece of gum and you don't have anything. Right. So same thing with the at least 80 or so grand that a Z06 cost. First of all, they give huge discounts, first of all. But if you have to spend twice, 3 times as much money to get similar performance, then that's a great deal. You know what I'm saying? Whereas an M6, I feel like I would have been throwing a lot of my money away. So that's the one thing I wanted to make sure I did with this next purchase, is make a financially sound decision, not like the 335. You know what I'm saying? Where it's throwing away money, you're gonna have to spend a lot on repairs and or depreciating quickly, which the M6 had the potential to do both.
Yeah.
It had the potential to do both. So I'm definitely glad I didn't do that. So I'm definitely good for, you know, years to come. So and my payment actually only went up by $100. So that's crazy. But that's pretty much why I got it, man. It's dope. I didn't want well, I'll go over that in the features, but I didn't actually want the 2LT with the red seats, because the red, like all this would be red, and I didn't like how that looked. Like this looks much better black.
With the red stitching.
The red stitching. But we'll make a whole other video going over the features and everything. But that's pretty much just why I chose the car, man. That's the competition I looked at, competitors. That's the competition I looked at, and why I chose Z06. So now we here, Z06. It's lit.
Channel's gonna take a whole nother turn on y'all, boy.
You got anything else to add?
It's right decision. I think it's the right decision, bro. Financially, performance-wise, like you said, you can't beat it for the money.
Yep.
Period. You're not outrunning this car for the money. Period. Not happening. Name it. Name the car that outruns it for the money.
People gonna say a GTR.
It's not. It's more than this. GTRs are like
now,
110.
Yeah, now it is. Yeah.
GTRs are like freaking 911 money at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Turbo S too, not Carrera.
Oh, I did briefly look at a 911, but Calvin like beat me up in the head every time I said that. Like literally, he would come through the phone and just start tattering up my head. So.
It doesn't fit you, bro. Like what you want in a car, a 911 doesn't do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I looked at, man. So, Z06, we here. D No Wheel Drive 229. We got a lot more videos to come. Make sure you like, share,
subscribe,
do that, and share. We got a Z06 here, people. Let's get the channel popping now. We done the done.
Let's get this thing
done
moving.
The deal.
Let's get this thing rolling.
But yeah, so y'all have a good day. D No Wheel Drive 229.